What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas or whatever holiday you and your family celebrate. So today is New Year's. Happy New Year's to you all. I know I didn't put out a video last week between all the shipping we had to do for the company and just family stuff. You know, took a week off, didn't shoot a video. But I did do a little work on the bike, and I will show that to you guys today. I am shooting video on a new camera. My wife let me get a new camera to do some of this stuff, so I'm real happy with it so far. I used to do everything on the GoPro, and if you've ever shot video on a GoPro, you know they're not the best. So some of the stuff that stands out already is these lights. Where's my hand? There it is. These lights, they don't pop like they did on the GoPro, so I can actually have my lighting on now without ruining videos. And I could do stupid stuff like zoom in and out on my ugly mug for you guys. So, last week I did mount the oil tank on the bike, and I didn't shoot any video. It took me about an hour between mocking it up, getting everything welded, and to be honest, it would have been like 3 minutes worth of video, but it would have took me 3 or 4 hours if I would have recorded it all. So, it just wasn't worth the effort to make a video out of that. But I'll show you guys what I did with that today. And then we are going to get the tank installed on this bike. So yesterday I went ahead and I put the tank on the bike. I taped it on, rolled the bike off the lift. I moved the handlebars lock to lock, making sure everything cleared. Took my magnetic level, made sure I was happy with where everything was. And then I went ahead and I made some pilot holes. So today we're going to punch those holes out with a uni-bit. We're going to drop some bungs in there that I got from TC Bros, and we're going to weld those up and get this tank all mounted up. And we're going to keep moving forward with this project. So next week I have to order some more stuff for this bike, and that's going to allow us to get even further with this. So I'm hoping, knock on wood, by the end of January to have the engine in this bike. The big thing that's tying me up right now is just the budget. I only get a limited budget every month. My wife graciously lets me spend money on stuff like this to make content. So this is not a cheap project by any means. So I'm already probably $2,000 into this thing. So you know, I can do what I can do at a time with it. So let's go ahead. I will show you guys all that with the oil tank, and then we will dive into this. But before we do that, do me a huge favor, please. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and bang that subscribe button. You want to help the channel? You want to help projects like this? Subscribe. That helps tremendously. Share the channel. If you go to the description box, follow us on social media, and there's also a link to our company website, headstalls.com, and there's even a, I think it's 5% discount code in the description. So we mostly make stuff for horses, but if you don't have horses, we make dog leashes and dog collars too. So go on there, find yourself something, buy it. All that trickles back into helping this, and I appreciate it so much. So let's go ahead, dive into this, and show you guys what I did on Christmas Day. So you'll see right here, I got the oil tank all mounted up where I was happy with it. Got everything welded, got the bungs welded onto the oil tank. Those do not come welded on. You have to fab it all up and then weld those bungs on, as well as, I apologize for the horrible zoom work. I'm learning a new camera here and new styles and trying new stuff. But all that is welded up. Not the prettiest welds in the world, but they are definitely strong, functional welds. And so all that is mounted up. Start to finish took me about an hour. So not hard to do if you have some minimal skills. You can totally do one of these on your own hardtail. So as I was saying, I fabbed up the tank and I pre-drilled a couple of pilot holes so we can go ahead and bust those out with the uni-bit. So I'm going to go ahead, throw you guys on the tripod, and we're going to dive into this. Alright guys, so I'm sitting here editing this, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm on a brand new camera. Never had this problem before, but whenever I went to transfer the files from my memory card to my computer, I actually lost all the video of the welding and installation of these bungs. So that's a real bummer because I feel like I did a really good job, and I don't even get to show that to you guys. So I do have the rest of the installation, but unfortunately me drilling out the holes, installing the bungs, welding the bungs in, and then blending the bungs with my grinder and with my angled air die grinder, as well as a wire wheel. All that was lost. So that's a super bummer, but let's dive back into what I have. So I got those all blended. You don't have to blend them. I think it looks better blended. I could blend them a little better, but to be honest, I'm happy with where those are. Once the tank's on and paint's on, you're not going to really notice that. So with all that done, I can go ahead and I get the tank thrown on this thing, and we can see how all that looks. So let me throw you guys back on the tripod. That is all mounted up. It's on there secure. And the whole bike moves when you try to move it. I like that tank. That's a 2-gallon peanut. I got that from Lowbrow. Overall, I'm super happy with how this tank came out. It's good. Again, my mediocre Helen Keller welding skills were able to do that. So you don't have to be a great welder. You just gotta know some basics. And if you're good with a grinder, you're even better. So my welds on that oil tank came out way better. For me, straight lines are a lot easier than circles. And the bungs on the oil tank came out better than those mounts did, because I could put the oil tank on my welding table, clamp it down, and you don't have anything moving. But once you blend it all, you're good to go. So only way anyone's going to know is if I take the tank off and show them, because with that tank mounted, you can't even tell. So what do we got to do next on this thing? So I've got some other parts over here. I'm waiting on some more parts to come in. So I still have to weld on my battery tray mount, and I'm ordering my stuff to mount up my seat. I do have a seat for this bike. I need to, when all that comes in, this cross member right here, TC Bros only tacks that in place. There it is. TC Bros only tacks that in place, so I'm going to have to go ahead and get that all finish welded. But I first need to mock up my seat, so I know they tack weld it in case you need to move it. So, but I think that's going to be in the right place. Get the fender done. I did weld on a different bracket. Alright, so some new camera issues. I mean, the camera works fine. I'm just an idiot. And so I was moving around talking to you guys, and I accidentally turned the camera off, and I think I continued to talk for like 3 minutes. So this bracket right here, I welded this on. This is a different bracket than what came on the frame, but for the caliper I had, the stock bracket wasn't going to work, so I got this bracket from throttleaddiction.com. They have a lot of cool chopper stuff also. And I cut the stock bracket off, welded that on, and then I've modified this heim joint. See if it'll focus. There it goes. I modified this heim joint to have some flats to give me some mounting options. And I still need to drill a hole in that caliper and go ahead and get all of that mounted up. I was kind of planning on doing it today, but I'm an idiot and didn't plan ahead. It's New Year's. The hardware store's closed, and I can't get the hardware that I want for that. So, is what it is. But overall, bike's coming along good. I still need to take it to the car wash and pressure wash the frame, get all that cleaned up. And then, so we got to get all the welding done, get the engine back in it, verify again that everything is good to go, pull the engine back out, clean it all up, paint, and then we can start assembly again. So it's going to look like end of February, maybe middle of March, that this bike should be cruising around. But and that's all budget stuff. So I'm going to get most of the rest of the parts I need in February, well, in January, and then February I'll get the rest of what I need. And March, we should be all done. Paint, I don't know. I know what color I want. I'm just going to spray paint this bike, but it's if I can find the color I want. Spray paint's a little hard to find right now, thanks, well, Shanghai shivers. But overall, man, this project's going good, and I'm so excited to be sharing this with you guys. So I guess that's going to effectively end this video. Thanks for watching. I love each and every one of you. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, follow us on social media, and I will catch you all in the next one. I am out of here.